We're down to our final runs here at the Western States Extremes, and next up is our top combined competitor, Chuck Patterson.
Chuck's a 26-year-old North Lake Tahoe native. He's the only combined competitor to make it into the finals in both skiing and snowboarding. Incredible all-around athlete, Chuck seems to have more fun than anyone.
I love to do both. You get respect from the skiers and the boarders, and you just have a lot of fun.
Patterson's coming down toward the keyhole.
Runs into a little bit of trouble there. It's really scrubbed out. A lot of athletes have come through that keyhole into the hanging snowfield. But he's up and rolling, coming across the hanging snowfield without any problems. You can appreciate how flat the light is. You can't hardly see any definition or terrain changes at all. Just think what he's looking at.
Now Chuck's a big guy and is on 207 centimeter skis, which is a bit longer than a lot of his competitors.
It helps out a lot. It's tough to maneuver through some of the tight spots, and maybe why he got in trouble up top. But in maneuvers like this, big airs, it helps out a lot, and that was a great jump, little bit of a touchdown, but handled it quite well. Here in the keyhole entrance, you can see he scrubs into the rocks, but gets himself back under control quickly. And again, big drop off into the amphitheater, lands into some powder, uses the hip a little bit and pops back up.
Chuck's coming down to the finish rocks.
Chuck is such an amazing athlete. He's a professional windsurfer and pro volleyball player. This man makes a living in extreme sports. Nice landing, good touchdown. The crowd loves it.
Nice scores for Chuck. And he wins the combined competition going away. Aaron McGovern is on course and heading into the top cliffs.
Aaron is young and wild, and he's used to taking chances. As he gets his way through these top cliffs, I'm sure he's got some big plans for lower on the course to catch Janez and the competitors in front of him.
He's heading along the far perimeter, heading in toward Frank's.
Pops off some top rocks on the far skier's left, someplace where we haven't seen any competitors go, and heads into Frank's, going quite fast into this section.
Wow, that gives you a sense of perspective.
What a great shot that is.
No way.
Another nice air without hesitation. Gets a little caught up there. It's okay, we'd rather see these athletes be safe.
Where's he going here?
And it looks like Aaron's got some big plans. This always makes me nervous to see these athletes go. Huge air, but pops right up. An incredible jump by Aaron McGovern.
That was unbelievable.
As we see him set up, he stays real compact, has nice position through the air, lands on the center of his skis. I'm sure he scoped that landing out prior to this jump and knew it was safe.
He's coming down into the bottom rocks.
Goes for some showy air, a little bit of grab. Outstanding run. The crowd loves it.
We're going to take a look at that jump in a still, and our producer thinks that's about 60 feet. Unbelievable.
Aaron, there's a lot of drama unfolding down here. A lot of the top competitors are putting down some awesome runs, but you just put yourself smack dab in the middle of it with that rad drop.
Yeah.
I mean, the crowd was going crazy. That was awesome.
Thanks.
Tell us about your run.
Well, I didn't get through the rocks in the upper section as well as I wanted to. I just came across and I knew exactly what I was doing. All my friends down here knew exactly what I was doing and just went in and committed.
So
And I was like, if I stick it, maybe I'll win. Because I fell and hit the trees in the first run. But if I don't, then, you know, I'm in there still. First or second.
Well, I think you gave us a good example of what it means to go for the win. Thanks.
Yep. No problem. Glad I could do something for the show.
Hey, let's
What
hear
it
some
is,
cheers.
right?
Crowd! Woo!
And Aaron's got his own little private cheering section there. Here's his scores. Oh my goodness, that's the highest scores of the contest so far, and that's really going to light a fire into Janez Demsar. Here comes Demsar down the ridge, the last competitor of the day.
Fortunately for Janez, the clouds have cleared a little bit and he has better light. Little double jump onto the hanging snowfield and gets twisted up but pops right around. He's so well balanced. Goes for some pretty big air out of the snowfield. What we've seen in Janez's skiing throughout this competition is his speed. He just charges down the hill.
Heading into the amphitheater.
Janez's technique, not the most beautiful, but definitely the most efficient. He drops these little rocks and cliffs like they're nothing.
He's heading on over to that little private rock of his on the far side of the amphitheater.
We saw Janez ski this line earlier today, and he's just nailing it. In our replay, we watch him here cowboy over those rocks. And here gets a little bit rotated. See how his back arm is way behind him and he's all twisted up? But manages to hop around and get himself right back centered in seconds. There's a seasoned skier.
Coming into the finish area here.
It's amazing how quickly he skis and never hesitates. Again, one of the fastest runs of the day, but I don't think he's going to score as high as the previous run of Aaron McGovern's.
He looks pretty happy with it.
Here again we look at Janez's technique. He plows through this snow. It looks powdery, but it's changeable and crunchy underneath, and that wide stance really works for him. Always over the center of his skis, never off balance.
Janez, you stuck at that run. That was awesome. I heard on the radios from all the cameramen, they were just going, whoa, he is killing it. I think that, we don't know what the judges say, but I think you may have wrapped it up with that one.
I'm through, didn't fall all week, besides one little thing.
Right, we won't
So I'm happy went smooth. I'm happy with my runs.
And here's Janez's scores. Whoa, highest scores of the day. I'm surprised to see he beat out Aaron McGovern, but it was his attack and fluidity that the judges like so much.
And here's our final results. Janez Demsar wins it in convincing fashion, but all four of our top men skiers laid down some very impressive runs.
It's just the beginning of an exciting extreme competition season.
There are 4 more events on the Big Mountain Extreme Tour this winter, including the championships back here in March. For Eva Tordokens and Kim Reichhelm, this is Chaco Moeller saying so long from Kirkwood. We'll look forward to seeing you soon.
To reach that bold new experience you haven't yet accomplished. That's the answer. That's the answer to the question. This is why.